this is your scene. So the first card is the Ace of Wands. The second card is the Eight of Cups. Third card is the Seven of Wands. And the fourth card is the Queen of Swords. So as usual, I'll be pulling a clarifier for each card as we go along. But for now, let's just jump into the scene. I'm hearing the phrase mixing it up, and I'm in the scene with the Ace of Wands, and it's like the hand is using that wand as to stir something up, to mix something up. It's like the hand is moving the wand round and round, as though someone's like stirring a soup or something like that. But it's not soup, but it's just the movement. I can't see any like a pot or anything. It's just the movement and the phrase mixing things up. It doesn't feel like mixing things up as in muddling up. It feels like mixing as in blending, mixing, changing, transforming. It's like, what I'm seeing now is like liquid that's lying really still. And then someone comes and mixes it up so it creates ripples, movement. So it feels to me, it's like that Ace of Wands has come in kind of announcing a change, a new beginning, but it's a new beginning that involves movement. As though something's been slow or stopped or dull even, and things need mixing up. Feels a little bit rebellious. This feels like you are stepping into a rebellious phase where you are doing something different, or doing something that seems different in terms of the people around you, like friends, family, colleagues, whoever it is that's around you on a day-to-day basis. It's like they're going to be, they might feel like you're disrupting them in some way, or that you're changing the status quo. It's like something's shifting, changing, moving, but it's you. It's you that's doing it. So it's not doesn't feel like something that's happening to you. It feels like a choice that you've made, or are going to make, or are already making, to mix things up, change things into something better, a new beginning, there's a fresh energy. And as my eyes already getting drawn to that Eight of Cups, the second card, which is pulling me, it's like I'm almost getting pulled into this. The Eight of Cups feels like it's moving. So the Eight of Cups is walking away from what no longer serves you to something better. And there might even be, it's like, rather than sadness, it feels more like, I don't feel like you're sad. I feel as though whatever changes you're making and whatever movements you're making, it feels like a bit disruptive to other people. So there might be other people that are sad that you're not the way you were before. And you might feel a little bit sad that they are sad, or that they are disrupted. You might feel a bit uncomfortable about that, but it's like an inevitable change that you've already, if you've not already taken steps to make this change, you've already made the change in your head. It's a feeling of someone like I don't have any other choice but to do this. I have to do this. There's a determination that's coming from that Eight of Cups. Even if you're losing out on something, whatever it is that you're walking towards, which might just be a new version of you, or just if you're physically moving somewhere, it might be, to start a new life that's going to be better ultimately. So it's whatever it is that you're giving up, if there's any element of loss for you, it feels like it'll be worth it, because you're so certain, so determined that you have to mix things up, that it's like things can't stay the way they are. And because we're, at the beginning of the year, it might be that you just can't have another year like last year. And so this time, I'm hearing it's like this time I'm going to do it this time. It's like you're already on your way in your mind. And there isn't any doubt there. It's almost as if this is something that you've maybe attempted to do before, but turned back and sort of left things the way they've always been, or delayed the change. But now this is the year where you're going to be mixing it up. And I'm noticing the Ace of Wands again, and it's looking like the number 1, and the year 2026 in numerology is a 1 year. So 2025 was a 9 year, about letting go of things that no longer serve you. And then 2026 is new beginnings. So it's like you're really in alignment with the energy of the year itself. It's like this is your year. And the 7 of Wands is confirming that even more for me, because I'm feeling that real determined energy. It's like I will stand up for what I believe in, even if everybody else can't see what I'm trying to do. That's how the energy I'm getting from you. It's like something about this year is making you take action. And there's a real belief. It's more than belief, it's just as if you just know, so you just have to do it. And whereas before you might have been influenced by other people's opinions, this time it feels like you're so clear about the changes that you have to make that it doesn't matter how many people are, not able to see what you're trying to do, or don't understand, or would rather you stayed as the old version of you. It's like that makes no difference. And that Queen of Swords energy, it's like you're cutting away any doubts, any fears, and you're cutting cords with like an old version of yourself. Even the arguments against what you're doing, or the changes that you're making, might even be coming from within you. They might be your own doubts and fears from an old version of you. And if that's the case, it's like this time you won't listen. As if you might still hear those thoughts that either are coming from within you or from other people. It doesn't matter where they're coming from. It's like you've stopped listening to them, or put them on mute. I just saw a finger pressing the mute button. And I heard the Queen of Swords saying, "It's my turn to speak." So this feels like you're finding your voice as well. And it might be like a higher version of yourself, a more like a wise version of yourself that is speaking now, rather than a fearful version of yourself. It's as though a strength, a wisdom, a fearlessness has activated within you. And it's like that version of you is now doing the talking. So this is interesting. So we'll pull a clarifier for the Ace of Wands, just to see what else we get. Okay, so the Devil card. Yeah, so this is the toxic energy that you're leaving behind. You really have left this energy behind in 2025. And at the beginning of this year, it's like you've already started to create the new beginning. I'm noticing like the new leaves that are already starting to grow on that Ace of Wands. So it's as if you're already sprouting. You're already started in some way. So it's not like you're starting the year and going, oh, I must do this, or I'm gonna change this year. It's like you've already been saying that in the lead up, and you've just stepped into the year leaving some kind of toxic energy behind. And again, that toxic energy could come from your own habits or patterns that are now being left in the past, or it could be that you're just not willing to put up with any toxic behaviour or manipulation from other people. You've unchained yourself, you've freed yourself from something. And I'm hearing a breath of fresh air, so it's like that Ace of Wands energy feels like a breath of fresh air. As though you can breathe again, like you found your voice, you found your feet, and you're breathing a sigh of relief, a breath of fresh air. Feels like you've turned around patterns within yourself as well, where this new version of you is like a breath of fresh air for other people. And this new way of being, this new way of feeling is going to start feeling like it's working so well and feels so good that you'll defend it. You'll passionately defend it. It won't be easy to pull you back into any old behaviours, because the new behaviours, the new way of being, the new way of thinking, the new way of talking is working, or is going to start working so well for you that you actually will be wondering why you didn't do it sooner. So let's have a clarifier for the 8 of Cups. The Hanged Man. This feels like this is not an impulsive change. So, if people are saying, oh, are you sure? Are you rushing into this? This isn't you being erratic or impulsive or overly emotional, any of the things that people might be saying, or you might even be worrying about yourself. This Hanged Man energy shows that you've thought this through. It was that energy of preparation that I was getting earlier when I said that you were already stepping into the year, kind of, the buds are already starting to show those little leaves. It's like you've already been preparing in order to start the year already kind of moving forward. So this Hanged Man is telling me that you took time to think and look at things from every perspective before you made this decision. And so this walking away from what no longer serves you has been done in a very thoughtful way, a really mindful way. It's not an impulsive or compulsive move. And I just heard the phrase, you're not hanging around anymore. So you took the time to make sure that what went before, to make sure that you weren't just making a rash decision. So you hung around longer than you probably wanted to. You probably hung around longer than was healthy with that devil energy there. So now, when you're actually making the moves, the changes, giving yourself permission to have that fresh start, this is where this absolute courage of your convictions is coming in, because you've actually taken time to think all this through. And again, I got that energy before, as if you maybe even tried to do it before, but then, for whatever reason, it wasn't the right time. a false start I'm hearing. So it's as if I saw like a racetrack where the runners, they run too quick before the race is actually officially started. So it was like you maybe wanted to do this or make these changes, make these improvements, new start, whatever it is. You wanted to do this before, but it wasn't the right time. And then now you're even more sure this time round because you've been able to think deeply about it and you've taken time. And this is now, it's like it's not going away, so you're sure that this is the right thing. And that's why it doesn't matter if other people can't see that. So give me a clarifier for the Seven of Wands for Sagittarius. King of Cups. I feel like this is a person, and I feel like it's someone who is saying, I'll back you up. It's like someone who's quite well respected, and they're a leader, but they're really emotionally intelligent and intuitive, and they've got the resources to, like, they're well respected too. This person is someone who may already be in your life, or they may appear. The further you go into this new beginning, they may be there to support you in some way or back you up. If you're feeling like... I actually just got a thought there that it could be an unexpected person. It might be someone who's already like in your family or in your friend group, or that you already have some kind of connection with, rather than a new person. And it's almost as though if everybody's disagreeing with you, this person will kind of come and stand behind you and say, no, they're doing the right thing, I agree. It's like someone who's going to... Not that you need the validation, but there might just be someone who gives the validation or gives you emotional support in some way. If it's someone you already know, I feel like they're... Yeah, it's like some kind of thing that they'll offer you, or it could be an older family member or something that ends up apologising to you because they can now see that you do know your own mind, and like someone who maybe doubted you, but not out of a nasty energy, but out of like care, like they were maybe scared for you, and now that you're seeing this through, it's like they can now really see the difference that it's already making. And if this person hasn't shown up already, they'll show up further down the line. When I say show up, if it's a new person, they'll literally show up into your reality. Or if it's someone who's already in your like family or friend group or something, someone already known to you, a partner, whoever it is, it's like they'll have some kind of emotional shift where they might have been against your plans before, but now they're really seeing how well it's going or going to go, and so then they give you the emotional backup that they didn't before. It actually feels like both of those energies. I feel like there's someone who's already in your life who's going to have a change of heart, and because they'll see the results, the positive results that you're creating for yourself, and they'll end up kind of saying, you were right, good for you. And then someone else who's a newer person that maybe you haven't met before, who might come in and give you some kind of support. So let's have a... I'm actually hearing that King of Cups energy saying, I thought I was fearful because I thought it was going to be stormy, but now I see that the storm is what you are leaving, or what you have left. It's like they thought that by making the changes it would be more disruptive, but now, and if it hasn't already happened now, it will be further down the line. they'll say or admit that, no, the storm was what you left. It's like that hanged man energy is going to give not only you, but it's going to give other people a different perspective on how they, just a different view on life and trust and what is possible and not possible. It might even lead this person to make changes in their own life. Like, not necessarily the same changes that you've made, but whatever equivalent changes would improve their experience of life. It's like you're going to end up inspiring this person, if you haven't already. So let's have a clarifier for the Queen of Swords. Six of Wands. It's a perfect card to end on. This is the energy of success, and it's going to be success that's visible for all to see. It's like just now you've got this Ace of Wands at the beginning, and then you're going through some kind of process, and that process is going to ultimately start to show up as visible success, and anybody who doubted you before will be cheering you on, inspired, impressed. And that's not why you're doing it. You're doing it, as I said earlier. You're ready to do whatever this is with self-belief and without the need for any validation or agreement from anybody else. But in stepping into your own power, your own way of being, your own voice, stepping the path that you want to be on, creating what you want to create in the way that you want to create it, making the changes that you want to make. By doing that without the need for validation from others, it's a funny kind of circle feeling where that'll actually have more of an inspiring impact on others than maybe in the past where you've been trying to convince others to, or feeling like you had to explain yourself or prove yourself in some way. You don't need that anymore, but by just doing things your way, you'll actually experience more of a sense of validation, support and admiration from people who didn't believe in you before or were worried for you. So it looks like a really neat reading, so just keep going. Whatever it is that you're doing, keep going.